It is time to talk blog content creation in ClickUp. Yes, I said it. We talked about YouTube last week. Today, it is time to show you how you can manage your blog content creation right in ClickUp and make it really easy. Hi everybody, I'm Yvonne with AskEv.com and I am a business efficiency consultant for digital entrepreneurs. And if you're ready to systemize, optimize, and automate your digital business, hit that subscribe button because videos gonna keep coming every week and you don't wanna miss one. Today, I wanna dive into our next step of content creation in ClickUp. And today specifically, we wanna talk about blog content creation in ClickUp. Now, looking at my screen right here, when you're looking into my sandbox for our folder and blog, I already moved one of our YouTube tasks that we talked about over here into the blog content. As you can see in this specific folder, our lists are exactly the same as they are in our YouTube folder. Now, why am I doing this? Imagine you are scaling your business, you are bringing people in, you are working with multiple different departments, people are moving around, people are changing positions. Let's just imagine you're not a solopreneur anymore, but you are a Fortune 500 company. Now, people are going to move from position to position. So you want to build ClickUp in a way that is easy, understandable, no matter which department you are in and no matter which department you are coming from or going to. That's the reason why we always want to keep kind of like the same structure, the same idea behind everything. In this case, for blog, again, we moved it to blog ideas and not just YouTube ideas in the works, meaning we're working on it as well as published. Now, one of our YouTube videos already moved in here because we need to now produce the blog content for that. This moving of the task can happen in two different ways. If you are just going linear in your process, YouTube video is done, it's published, move it into your blog. But how often does that really happen, right? You also can use ClickUp feature of having the same task in multiple locations. We will be talking more about this actual workflow and how these tasks are going to be moving throughout their different stages in an upcoming video. So remember to subscribe right below. You know where to find that thing. On this specific setup now, what do we need? As you can see, you are seeing the same things here right now that you would be seeing in the YouTube space. We have our video graphics, we have our video promo, and we have our video stage. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the video. We talked about how to work with video content and create your video content right in ClickUp. Now, for this work of creating the blog content, we don't really need those, right? So let's go and hide those. Do not delete those, just hide them simply because we don't need them right in here. It's still on the task, so you still can see what's happening on the side of the video for the specific piece of content. But now let's get into creating what actually we need for the blog piece of this specific piece of content. Now, I already have a couple of fields ready for you. Again, you might have heard that in the past on my channel. Always find them when you know they exist and you know you have built a certain custom field. Find it. One of the things we need in here is our blog publish date. Just like we did for YouTube, your due date is when the task needs to be done. The custom field, the custom date field of blog publish date is when the blog is actually supposed to get published. That way you have both of those dates. When does the task need to be done and when are we actually publishing the blog? Now, little pro tip here too, one of my custom fields also is focus. Now, what do I mean with focus? Actually, where is my focus? Not focus. We have a target. I called it a target. And they're totally not showing up right here because, wanna bet? Look! It's already right there. It's already in the list. We need the focus and we need the target. But what I just did is exactly what you're gonna do when you cannot ever find your custom field that you're looking for. you go into the library and you find them in here. When you know they exist, make sure you use them and do not duplicate them, or your custom fields are just going to be a holy mess. The other thing for this is too, you want to make sure you are using the same fields throughout those different folders so that they transfer easily, but also update easily. Little pro tip right there. Now, what do I mean by focus? Focus for blog content is what's the topic we are focusing on. And that focus was already determined in YouTube actually. Are we talking about automation? Are we talking about processes and workflows? Are we talking about just ClickUp basics or basic business understanding and development or integrations? In this case, let's just be basic. For that is our publishing date. I like to have that right over here. You literally can just drag and drop everything. Our target, now whom am I talking to? This exactly here is actually kind of like all content creators, because we all should be repurposing our content and putting it on the blog. I'm a little behind too, so don't tell anybody. Or is it something that I am training a specific target market? Am I talking to social media manager? Am I talking to course creators? Whatever that is. So now we easily can see, and let's make this a little bit bigger so you actually can fully read it. Now we got the focus down. Basic training, we got the target market down, cool, but we might need a CTA. Let's see if we have a CTA box in here. Did we call it CTA? You want to get your naming convention down so you're not running into things like this, like I do. No, we don't. You know what? Let's build one. What do I mean by let's build a field for CTA? Simply, we're using a dropdown because it's always just one call to action. We're calling this CTA. And what is our call to action? Our call to action is either way inviting you to the Facebook group. Cool. Or are we asking to comment? Cool. Academy. Sending you over to go grab some templates. Whatever it is, you want to make sure you have a focus on your call to action by the end of the piece of this content. Again, no matter if it's YouTube video or if it's a blog post, you always should have a call to action. Now here's my call to action. Jump in the comment section. How are you handling your blog posts right now? Are you just flying by the seat of your pants, or are you managing your blog posts in a project management system? Let me know in the comments below. That's your call to action. We need that in here. And then just add the column. Again, you can color those. It's a simple drop-down field. If you want to edit something, just go right-click back in, edit field, and simply add your colors to be sure it's easier and more visual to be able to tell what's going on. And then you easily can say, cool. Facebook group, inviting you guys over there to go nerd out with me. That's going to be the call to action. And this is how easy it can be to build a folder and lay out your content creation process in ClickUp. Now we'll soon be talking about how this task actually works in and flows through ClickUp, how this whole content creation process looks like, as well as how can you automate that. For example, if we check this and we say, okay, this blog post is done. Look at that. That is one of the things we're gonna need. We're gonna need a blog stage. Let's see if we have a blog stage. Look at that. We don't have a blog stage. The preachy girl that talks about stages and statuses all the time doesn't have a blog stage. What do we need here? Again, call them blog stage so you know which stages we are talking about. Prep. Often enough, we need to research some things. Then we got the prep stage. We then have the process stage, which you are handling through the status, because when it's in process, you know people are working on it. You also can have it in the list in the works, but you also can have a stage working on it, which then can trigger the actual status update. Again, we will be talking about all of these automations here in just a little while, as well as proof or scheduled, if you can spell scheduled. Working through these stages, you're easily gonna realize how important it is to really lay out your workflow. What is happening with these tasks? What's happening with every single blog post? What piece of information do you need to know what's going on? So as I showed you in that video. Grab your account with Whimsical, go lay out your flow and really visually lay out what every task is going through. Who is assigned to that? Who is taking care of which of those tasks, so that you really can build your blog content creation workflow right here in ClickUp. Now, if you haven't done so yet and you liked the video, go give it a thumbs up and subscribe as we talk social media content creation in ClickUp next week. And I'll see you there.